what's up guys, Mar from Wandering Souls. Welcome back to my channel. Cheers. Nice beer, drinking my favorite Dutch bock beer. Today Hersbock by Grols. Fantastic beer. Really nice taste palette, and yeah, I really enjoy this one. And it's not too heavy, not too light. There's a nice taste to it. It's fantastic. So cheers. It's been a while that I released a video because it took a bit longer than normal. Most of the time you are used to me getting videos every day, every 2 days, 3 days max. This time it took a bit longer. Sorry for that. I've been kind of busy with work, of course, but also had the girlfriend sick at home, so I couldn't do much reaction videos because I had to do some extra house stuff because she was sick at home. Also had some medical issues myself. Not being really sick, but I got a lot of back pains last couple of days, so I'm visiting a therapist now to solve that a bit and don't get that often back pains. I have periods that I don't have any pain, but there are periods that I have everyday pain, so hopefully I can solve this problem with the therapist and see where it all goes. Anyways, not been a lot of reaction videos. Sorry for that. If you are here for that, of course those videos will come. I will work on that probably next week, coming week, to record some new reaction videos. My girlfriend is already getting better and going to work again, so I have more time to record reaction videos. I could film with her around, but it's not that ideal situation to record reaction videos. So most of the time I do that when she's at work or at the gym or whatever. She's not around, but I don't want to have her around, that I'm uncomfortable with that. But you know, it talks a bit easier and you don't get interrupted. You know how it works. Of course I could ask her to join. It could be an option someday in the future, who knows, but it all depends on what she wants, and I think she doesn't want to be on the camera, so it's better that I do those videos when I'm alone. So anyways, I'm rambling too much probably. Already 3 minutes in and haven't shown anything or talked about any specific music things. But this is a collection update, of course. Again, a collection update, yes, because I have a lot of stuff to go through. Next to this big stack of CDs, I have another stack of CDs. I have new stuff coming in. You know, it's been busy with new music in the collection, let's put it that way. End of the year as always sees a lot of releases, reissues and whatever, just to get the money in from all those record companies. Not that it's really bad, because I always like to hear new stuff, and it's always the ideal situation to buy some stuff you wanted to have from the past but you couldn't obtain, and those reissues are always fine to keep me that. So anyways, in this stack, most of the pretty extreme metal. I have death metal, black metal, thrash metal, doom metal, bit of the heavier genres. I have reissues, I have old albums, and I have new albums, so it's a really nice mishmash of stuff. So sit back, relax, enjoy, grab a beer or something else you like, and enjoy this collection update. First of all, let's do the thing you are spinning in the back. That's Black One by Sunn, an album I picked up not so long ago. I already was familiar with this because it's a 2005 album. It's already long time. I have this one already on MP3 for years and never came around to pick up an album. And finally I saw a cheap copy. I thought, snag it. Sunn O, if you're not familiar, this is doom metal, droney, heavy, down-tuned guitars, as you guys can hear. Nasty vocals. There's not always vocals on this band, by the way, if you expecting that. But it's long, droning stuff. Black One is probably one of the more darkest releases they have done in the past. Definitely has a black metal vibe to it, next to that doom, you know, really filthy, nasty stuff. But really cool stuff. This is a band that has many releases. It's a band from the United States, if you're not familiar with those. Definitely want to pick a more full length. I have a couple of them, of course. If you watch my channel long enough, you know that I really adore this band. I don't get the idea from this booklet. Yeah, it's dark, and it's a dark album. It's black, so let's do the inside black. You know, it's kind of waste of paper in my opinion, but it has an aesthetic to what the album is about, probably. Oh wow, there's some words here and the back of the booklet. Well, filthy, nasty stuff. Yeah, definitely if you like drone doom metal, dark sound, then you will enjoy this. This is really good stuff. Really nice release, and finally glad to have it in the collection. Greg Anderson and Steven, do I say it right? O'Malley are the two dudes behind this project, and as you guys can hear, there are some vocals also done, but by some other dudes. So, Sunn. It says Sunn O. But you have to say, sorry for my cold, by the way. Sunn, because it's named after, you know, the guitar amp brand Sunn. You know, that's why it's like spelled like this as well. So, anyways, Sunn. So, let's get into some 2022 releases. First one up is the new Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead. I was really surprised with this album, actually. I really enjoyed the singles, and for this We'll Be Back, I think it was, and one other song I can't come off, but there are 2 singles I think already. Really nice. Really enjoyed this album, actually. Kind of a mixture of Rust in Peace and some of the later works, that kind of era. There's some faster stuff, there's some more mid-paced melodic stuff there. They really mix it nice up, and Dave Mustaine is Dave Mustaine. It just has a voice you like or you don't like. I happen to like this stuff, so for me this was when I heard this was a no-brainer. I thought, well, let's see how the rest of the album is, and I like it. So it's definitely a better album, one of the better albums they've done in the last couple of years. I don't say Dystopia is bad. I really enjoyed that one as well. Yeah, really cool artwork. Let's take out the booklet, then we probably can see it a bit better. Of course, the big red hat on the front here, the back of the booklet. I think it's one piece as well. Yeah, it's one piece. So it's one big picture there. Of course, there are lyrics. Yeah, solid album, I have to say. Even without David Ellison, it's possible to make a good album. Yeah, great stuff. Let's see who is his replacement. I don't know actually what's the dude's name. It is somewhere in the booklets. I don't know where, but it is somewhere. I think it's James Lemans. So think maybe Kiko Laredo's guitar and Dave Verburden on drums. Fantastic drummer, by the way. Been in multiple great bands, so it's a really great drummer. A lot of lyrics, as you guys can see. I was kind of surprised there were no band picture in this booklet. It's really thick booklets, but band pictures, no. Don't know why that is, but it's like that. And of course, there's a huge thanks list in there. Anyways, I really like this album. Great comeback after years, actually. But yeah, great thrash, melodic, heavy. Yeah, it's not completely thrash in my opinion. It definitely has those elements, the faster songs, but I wouldn't call this straight up thrash. But fantastic, nice album. If you like like I said, Rust in Peace, and mix that up with some of the later area Count on Extinction and albums like that, you definitely will enjoy this. So yeah, Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying and The Dead. Next up is the new album from Autopsy. This is called Morbidity, Triumphant. And this is, of course, some old school death metal. Nothing new under the sun for this band. If you know the sound, that's what you get. Straight, filthy, mid-tempo, sometimes faster, old school death metal. Here there are some doom elements as well. I was kind of surprised in one of the songs it even has some stoner influences. Can't really recall which song it is, but one of, I think track 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, one of the 3 I think, that has those elements. So I'm really right, that riff was really stonery in my opinion, but overall this is just old school death metal. Really cool. Chris Ryford, drummer and vocal, of course, and yeah, this line was pretty steady for years, and yeah, good stuff. Slipcase version here on Peaceful. So here you have the artwork. It's actually the same. It's a kind of pointless, but yeah, slipcase also sometimes used as protection for the jewel case, of course. Yeah, nothing new under the sun. It's a good album, without a doubt. Do everything new? No, but that's okay. I happen to like this band a lot, so for me it's no problem. There's Chris, Legendary Man. And that's the booklet. Yeah, great album. If you like their older stuff, that's how you get what you get. Definitely great old school death metal release. If you want to pick up one, this is definitely one to have. And it also counts for the next one, which is the new album by Bloodbath, Survival of the Sickest. Great old school death metal. Swedish band, members of Catatonia and Opeth, with the singer from Paradise Lost, of course, on vocals, Nick Holmes. The guys are on the back as well, so hopefully you can make it out, because I have some glare here, because I need to have the light on, because it's getting more darker outside. It's still like that fold out thingy with the CD in here. You know that it's not my favorite packaging, but yeah, it is what it is. It's modern, and it saves plastic, so I can understand. Booklet here, like I said, what you expect from the band. Also, some people don't seem to like the vocals of Nick Holmes on this band. Rather her Michael Arfeld or Peter Tekren, who are also vocalists in the past from this band. But I have to say, Nick Holmes is now the vocalist for 3 albums, I think. I really enjoy his contributions on this band. It fits really nice, the sound, so I'm not complaining. So I think it's a solid album, and definitely I want to pick up the band's 6th album from this dudes, and yeah, they keep on going. So I'm glad they have a new one out. Also really nice old school death metal. Next up, some stuff I ordered from Hemera Records. They had a sale going on, a sort of getting rid of the stock sale, let's put it that way. And so I picked up a couple of leases for €5 a piece or something like that, 3 to 5 euros. Picked up Sarcasm. This one is called Stellar Stream Obscured, and it's really nice Swedish death metal. It's the band's 4th album. The band is active since 1990, but has been in hiatus for 94 till 2015 or something, so it's been a long time that they were not active. But in the time they were active in the beginning, they only released 5 or 6 demos and nothing else. And when they came back, they finally began to release albums. This is the band's 4th album already. So they have the tempo in it every couple of years an album. So yeah, great sounding death metal, some Netherlands as well. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed this. It's not really a well-known band, but definitely worth checking out, guys. Like I said, if you like death metal, this is nothing to complain about. So yeah, really good stuff. And this is released on Hemera Records themselves, so it's the label. So Guido did a really great job again. Great release. Sarcasm with Stellar Stream Obscured. Nice death metal band. And let's take off a bit of the drink before my throat is getting dry. This is an album from Ereb, Altor. This is Vargtimman. This is an album that I wanted to pick up for a while. I know for a fact that Live Eternal talks about this album and praised it a lot. So if you don't know this album yet, it's definitely recommended. Live Eternal has a great taste. So yeah, if you don't know his channel, go check him out. Great dude. Great release. Viking, Doom, Black, Pagan Metal, kind of that era. Really good stuff. Nice clean vocals, black metal moments, burst, but also really nice mid-tempo, folky, pagany stuff going on. Not over too folky, just only where it needs to. Really great stuff. Definitely has influences from the old masters, like Buffery, for example. But it's really good stuff. Definitely recommend it. This is a band that's been active a long time as well. This is the band's 9th album already. So then you know where it's at. This is the newest release from 2022. Need to dive a bit more into their older collection. I heard some of it in the past, but wasn't really familiar with this one yet. But I heard talk him so great about it. I thought, well, I have to pick that one up, and it finally was cheap. So I thought, now's the time to pick it up. Otherwise, it will be up in price again or out of stock. You know how it goes. So Ereb, Altor, Vargtimman, good stuff. Then also picked up 3 releases from Deadhead. To start off with the first one, this is The Feast Begins at Dawn. This was their 1990 album. If you are not familiar with Deadhead yet, this is some aggressive thrash metal from the Netherlands. I talked about them before on my channel, and finally try to fill on my collection. I'm only missing now 2 albums, I think. Depression Tank and their second album, I think. I can't recall how it's called, but it's what those are the ones that I'm missing. This is their first album, 1990. This is a reissue done by Hemera. This is a really nice 2-disc version. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it has this one is of course the album remastered, and then we get 3 demos and a track from a compilation CD. A compilation CD is or 2 tracks, I think. Yeah, 2 tracks. Metal in Rocks is that compilation called. Yeah, the Festering demo, label demo, and From Belial demo. That's the stuff on this release. Disc 1, and here is disc 2. A nice live picture from the band. So here is the booklet, the album artwork. Of course there are lyrics and there are pictures as well. Sorry. And this is a better picture. The band has a lineup that was pretty steady. I think only during the years the vocalist changed once, and that's probably it. So it are still the same lineup, so that's really noticeworthy. A lot of bands have that. So yeah, fantastic album. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, fast, aggressive, thrash. That's what you get from these dudes. They're from Kampen, I think. It's only 40 kilometers from my place. Let's say that is like 6-7 miles, something like that. So great stuff. Do I say that right? Nah, miles, 1.6 kilometers. I think they said it wrong. Probably 8 or 9, something like that. First album. Drink beer. Next up is their album Haatland, which is a 2005 album, and it's the band's 4th album. Yeah, there has been a gap, pretty big gaps actually, but there were times that the band didn't do anything. So, fantastic album. Again, a lot of bonus tracks here. Album and then these 2 bonus tracks. Can't really recall what, I think demos and stuff like that. Yeah, looks like it. The inside. And let's take a look at booklet as well. There's also Hemera Petrichor reissues, I think. This is Hemera. This one is reissued by Petrichor. Doesn't matter, it's a sub-label for Hemera. So eventually it's Elden's Wing. Yes, the dudes look all different because you get older and you shave off the hair, I think. So that's somehow it sometimes go. Again, same deal. So music-wise, it's not changed a lot. So we have Haatland by Deadhead, and I have bought their newest album, Slave Driver, 2022 release. follow up to their 2019, I think, Swine Plague. Do I say it right, 2019, or is it already longer ago? I don't recall. 2017, 18, I don't know. I think somewhere like that. There was an EP in between it, I think, which I don't consider an album. It's like 5 or 6 tracks. But yeah, new album, 10 tracks on Hemera Records. Again, same deal. So if you like the older material, you'll like this one as well. Only the production is a bit better, but yeah, that is involvement in time, recording equipment, etc., etc. You know how it goes, guys. So let's take a look at the booklet here. I have to say, it's a great album. I really enjoy this. Definitely will put it on my year list somewhere. But there will be a lot of stuff in my year list probably, so I have to cut down probably as well. So I don't know where it will end, but it will be somewhere. So yeah, if you don't know that, this was definitely a great opportunity to pick up some albums. I don't know if it's still available, it's still going on, but there's a lot of stuff gone. So yeah, you have to wait to get some stuff back, or don't. The question is, will it be reissued in a short amount of time? You know, you never know. And otherwise, Discogs will help you probably with that. That somebody will sell some stuff. Anyways, that was my Hammer Heart haul. Then I bought 2 releases from Morty. First one, the new one from Aara, Triade number 2. This is Hemera, band's 4th album. It's a black metal band from Switzerland. Fantastic stuff, and I can tell this is definitely hard to see. So I will try to do a bit light on it, but it's hard. Hopefully I can edit and make it a bit lighter at the point, but we'll see if that works. Fantastic atmospheric black metal. If you are up to that, then you know what to expect. Great melodic, fast stuff. Great atmosphere. Vocals are a bit not super in the front, just on the same level as the music, and they're screeching in here and there. Fantastic stuff. And there's a full out booklet, it looks like. So we can open that for you guys, of course. Mini poster and the back. The lyrics. Fantastic stuff, guys. If you don't know these Swiss guys, definitely take a look at them. Definitely need to pick up their part 1 from this album, because I missed that, but it was in the same vein, so definitely will enjoy this as well. Great stuff, still available at Morty. I think it's like 10-11 euros, so it's not that expensive so to get. It could be even in sale someday, you never know. Try to look it up. Aara, Triade number 2, Hemera. Then I picked up the new album from Whiteboard, False Light. I don't know how to recall this, but this is definitely one of the year list contenders and pretty high as well. This is so freaking good. I already saw some people talk about it, but I already heard it, and I definitely can relate what people say. So good, but I still needed to pick up a copy, and finally came around to pick it up. I thought let's do it, otherwise I will regret it and not getting it. And if I have the feeling that I don't have it in my collection, I'm not intending to put it in the year list, but this has to be in my year list, so I had to pick it up. The bands, how many is that? 3rd or 4th, something like that. Anyways, band from the UK, fantastic black metal atmospheric stuff. There's some post rock in there, post metal stuff. There's some jazz in here, even some saxophone work, really interesting. Some clean vocals, some harsh vocals, of course. Some post-punk influences in here, some doom metal elements as well, and here there a death metal thingy. It's a really a fantastic journey, guys. This is definitely an album that has to be heard if you like black metal and are not afraid to hear different black metal. This has to be heard, definitely. Check out Whiteboard if you don't know it. Fantastic album released on Morbidity. Really good stuff. And let's take a look at the disc. That's the disc, and this is the back of the disc. I think the third album from the band, yes. The previous one was really great as well, but this one is above all expectations. So good. Really like the artwork as well, the whole complete setting. It's so well thought out. It's good, you know. It's definitely one of my favorites of the year. There are a few albums. I think the Last Massage, one of them. This one is, and there are a couple of 2 or 3 other ones that are battling for first place. That's how good I think this is. Has to be my top 5 for sure. Or there had to be a couple of albums that beat all the other ones. You never know, but for now, this is definitely my top 5. Awesome. Great riffing, great structures, great vocals. Definitely an album full of adventure. Great atmosphere. Whiteboard, false light. Check it out. Must hear. If you only need to check on one album from this whole stack, this would be my favorite one to pick from this. So then you know how I feel about this. 2 left. Next up, some death metal from Brazil. This is the new one from Krisiun. This is Mortem, Solis. If you are familiar with the band, then you know what to expect. Some blasting fast death metal. What the band always did in the past. Only big difference is that they came off with some riffing that is definitely memorable. They had some tunes that are memorable in the past, but this album does have a couple of them that really, you know, that melodies from those riffs, you think when you hear it, you know, hey, you know, it's definitely one of the better albums in their discography. Definitely, for my opinion, but I think really one of the better ones in the last couple of last 10 years or so. Definitely. Band's active since early 90s, I think, probably somewhere halfway early, somewhere that. But it's a long way active and have a lot of albums. This is the band's 11th album already, so that's how long they are active. Have a couple of years in the album, so the time flies. But still blasting as ever. Definitely recognizable if you hear this band. Definitely see, yeah, that's the Brazilian death metal sound. They start those guys. You know that blasting. It definitely has that sound. Great stuff. Krisiun. Great band. And the last one in the stack, also a fantastic album. This was released last year, and never came around to pick it up, and finally I did. This is the new one for Thulcandra. This is A Dying Wish. Let's take a nip of the drink again. Dry throat. Definitely has to do with that cold I have. No, I don't have corona. I already tested it. No, I don't have it. That was not one of the medical problems. The medical problem was my back, like I told you. you know, it's just the time of the year probably that I have a cold. Anyways, fourth album from these guys. They are from Germany. This is definitely one of the best albums they have released so far. Melodic black death metal. If you like things like Dissection, take a look at these German guys. The melodies, the riffs, the atmosphere is definitely like Dissection without being a clone. Let's put it that way. Fantastic melodies, all in that vein that Dissection had in the 90s. Storm of the Lights Bane, that album, and the first one, that atmosphere definitely breathes out in their albums, and this is definitely one of the better albums. The collection, not that the other ones are bad, all of them, but this is really fantastic. Hope you guys can see it because the glare is hard to fight. It's getting dark, guys. You know how that works. Kind of fits with the doom metal here as well. Anyways, good stuff. There are some members in here from Obscura, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Hemera, Stefan Hemera. Who's the other guy from that? Again, there's someone else I think as well. I don't recall who or what, but you have to look that up. I think I'm not really good with a lot of names, but yeah, fantastic stuff. Lyrics and band pictures in the album, and there's an instrumental as well, so there are no lyrics. Christian Kratzer. Really German name. And also non-German names, I think. Alessandro de Lastis. Nah, I don't think that is really a German name. But you never know. Maybe he lives in Germany. Probably he is. Anyways, really good stuff, guys. Last album in the collection, definitely. Also want to check out. So go check these albums out, guys. Let me know what you think. I think the video has been long enough. We're already almost at 40 minutes, so 13 albums to check out, and let me know how you feel. I will leave the names in the description so it's easier for you guys to look them up. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. Because I haven't been uploading for a couple of days. Not that I feel obligated, I have to this, but most of the time I pre-record a lot of stuff and upload it in front, so you can every couple of days a video. But yeah, time gets up, so all the videos were out there. So yeah, this is a complete new one for you guys. But like I said, I will continue. I'm gonna record reaction videos again somewhere next week, coming week, let's put it that way, and see where it goes. I still have more collection updates to do. I have the Fish Store stuff haul still. I got some pre-orders going on that will come in eventually. I have a CD in here, a couple of tapes, etc, etc. It's really hectic, but more content for you guys to show, and I expect also a record in coming week, I think. Yeah, I think so. I also wanted to have for a while, but finally came around to pick it up on vinyl. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. To spread the word about all these fantastic bands I'm talking about on this channel. Definitely worth looking into. Keep on supporting metal, guys, and see you guys next video. Cheers.